Over 3,000 settlements were refused in 2023, and comparing it to 2022, 1,342 more settlements were refused than in 2022, which skyrocketed the percentage to 81%. What does this tell us? Something is definitely wrong somewhere. And currently, the fee for application for ILR 2,885, and for a married couple, it goes for £5,740. And if you're a family of 5, it goes for 14,425. I guess you don't want to be in this category, because when your application goes wrong, this money is not refundable. There are several things people do that they think it's normal, like what's the worst that could happen, but these are the simple things that results to their application refusal. So in this video, I'm going to tell you simple, surprising things that people do, or things that people take for granted, that's actually resulting their ILR being denied. So stay with me. Hey lovelies, welcome again to my channel. My name is Shari, and on this channel I talk about nursing lifestyle in the UK. So if these are things that you love, kindly subscribe and join the awesome family. So today I'm going to be talking about some of the things that people do that result in their ILR being denied. So we all know that ILR is an immigration status that is offered to non-British citizens to allow them to live, work and study in the UK without any restrictions at all. And there are several benefits to having your ILR. You can apply for citizenship and for a British passport. You can, start a business, be self-employed, enjoy the same health and education entitlements that the Brits enjoy, and you can bring your family or your relatives also abroad. There are eligibility criteria that needs to be followed and are very strict before you can get this indefinite leave to remain. And one thing we all need to know is the moment you step in the UK, anything you do contributes to the success or refusal of your ILR. That is one thing most people do not know. People live their lives and start preparing for their ILR probably in their 4th or even their 5th year, but it doesn't work like that. And there are several visa types and different ILR application period. Depending on the type of visa you have, the application period differs. And for most immigrants coming to the UK, working and settling in the UK later on is the goal. Because of how expensive it is, people save money during this 3 or 5 year period to be able to pay for the application. And you don't want to pay this amount of money and then get refused because of something that is avoidable. So number 1, failure to meet residency requirements. So depending on the type of visa you've got, if you need to apply after 5 years, your days should tally to that 5 year period. One of the biggest surprises most people have after the application is the fact that their 5 year period is not up to or doesn't tally up, forgetting that every 2 months you go on a vacation for like 1 week, or every 3 months you go back to your home country, live there for like a month and come back. The number 1 requirement for ILR is you are not supposed to stay outside the UK for more than 180 days in any 12 months period. So you can't just leave the UK in January and decide to come back in June every year and then think after 5 years you are going to get your indefinite leave to remain. It doesn't work like that. Even business trips count sometimes. Everything is scrutinized. Every absence counts, and you need valid reasons why you were outside the UK for that particular period. So you need to keep track of all the times you were outside the UK, because you're gonna explain yourself. And if you spend more than 180 days outside the UK for no reason, you go explain tire. So the next point is good character requirements. So when we talk about good character requirements, it's not just about not committing any crime. So don't be like, oh, I'm not a murderer, I'm not a thief, I'm not this. So any minor offense, be it traffic offense, every other day the police is stopping you for something you did, or even parking tickets. There was this video I saw on TikTok where the girl was like, ever since she started driving in the UK, in a week she can get like 4 parking tickets. She's tired of getting parking tickets. And when I was going through the comments, a lot of people had a similar response. And if you are driving without license and get caught, all these things go into your record. Nothing goes unnoticed. Everything is scrutinized. And if you are in any debt, that also goes against your good character requirements. So if you are owing the taxman, RMC, you need to pay all those debts before you apply for your indefinite leave to remain. And another thing, Failure to disclose any minor offense is also a crime. So number 3 is gap in employment. This is another surprising thing that affects a lot of people, especially those on tier 2 visa. If there is gaps in your employment due to you changing employers or even waiting for a visa or for whatever reason, you need to have a valid explanation for that. Another example is maybe you as a dependent, you came to your husband in the UK and then you decided to just chill with your husband for like 3 months without working. My sister or my brother, you will explain, because you cannot live in the UK for more than 60 days without working unless you have a valid reason. You are probably pregnant or you were sick, or you should have a tangible reason why you weren't working, because UK immigration officers do not joke. Like, they are looking for things that can go against you, so you have to be extra careful. If you are switching employer due to 1 or 2 reasons and you are home because of pre-employment checks and all that, probably things delayed and you have to stay in the house for more than 60 days, you should keep record of all those things and even have proof if possible. The 4th point is tax and financial issues. Discrepancies in your tax record will definitely go against you. HMRC keeps a record of all unpaid tax. So if you have any unpaid tax, or you don't have a clear record of an extra income which you're not paying tax for, your financial record has to be crystal clear. Everything should tally. Your income should tally your tax. And in as much as having money in your bank accounts is a prerequisite to your application, having debts is also not a good thing. It's going to affect you negatively. So your income should match your tax, because we all know that UK does not joke with their tax. It's as simple as that. The 5th point is incorrect or incomplete documentation. Most people disregard this point. Simple things such as correct spelling, missing documents, or anything like that goes against your application negatively. And surprisingly, when you are looking for top reasons why people are refused ILR, incomplete or incorrect documentation is either the first or the second point. So please, we have to be extra cautious, because if they think giving them a false information, you may have done it mistakenly, but this can result in a 10-year ban on your application. I guess you don't want to stay in the UK for the next 15 years before you get your ILR and your citizenship. And also, one thing you need to be clear about is UKVI is not going to contact you for any additional documentation or a mistake that needs to be corrected. So far as there is something wrong, that application is going to be crossed out. To the last point, changes in personal circumstances. So if you had applied for ILR, probably you were married, you are on the spouse visa, but along the line you got divorced, you have to call and update them immediately, because whatever information you are given or your application is going to be based on your current circumstances. If the information doesn't add up, it's definitely going to be a big no. Other personal information such as changes in employers, probably you changed your employers along the line, or you changed your name because you are married, anything, address, everything, you need to call them immediately and then update them. Yeah, so these are the few I'm going to leave with you today. If you find this information helpful, kindly give me a thumbs up and subscribe, because you are going to get more informative videos on this channel. And if there are other points you know of, kindly put it in the comment section and let us all know about it. Don't be caught off guard. All the best if you are applying for your ILR. I wish you the very best, and may your struggle not be in vain. Okay, so please check out my other videos, because I have quite a lot of information, be it coming to the UK or lifestyle or nursing in the UK. So until my next video, stay safe, stay awesome. Bye.